help me. I don't know how I'm gonna make this video under 30 minutes. Hey y'all. So here's the thing. This is gonna be a full breakdown, okay? This is gonna be a full breakdown, song by song, okay? Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. It's like at this point, I would flip like over a table or take my Bel Air bottle and bust it over somebody's head. However, comma, shout out to Kid Fury or shout out to whoever made that up. When you are constantly at the top of your game, it's like, what more can I do other than to be like, yup, this is something she would do. But I still, regardless, I don't even have words. I don't have words, sis. I said to myself once I was done watching this, whenever I feel really, really sad about what's going on in this world, I'm gonna put this on. Now let me say this before I get into everything, into the amazing, amazing film that she put together. The Gift album, I want to make this very clear to the general public. The Gift album was completely slept on. If you go back into my videos around that time when it came out, I number one did an album review of it, and I did a review of the making of the Gift, which I got a decent amount of views on that. So shout out to Beyonce. But point of the matter is, I feel like that album was heavily slept on. I listened to that album, and I mean, take away the interludes. I literally listened to that album, top to bottom, almost when it first came out, nonstop. The only songs I can't really listen to now is Brown Skin Girl and Other Side. That's because they make me cry. That's about it. Outside of that, that whole album knocks, and it always frustrated me that people never gave it. Find Your Way Back, which we're gonna get into, to me is my top 5 personal favorite Beyonce song, period. That song is flawless. It's a flawless fucking song. It's a bop and a half. We're gonna get to the song, but point of the matter is, Beyonce, Parkwood, y'all did the fuck out of this. It's timely as hell. I love how West Africa was centered. Well, I know it was specifically West Africa, but I'm just saying, I love how it was just, ooh, people was running their mouth, all concerned about her doing this, that, and the third. I'm really honestly beside myself. It's just like, take it outside of it being Beyonce, just the fact that this black woman was able to use her big ass platform on another giant ass platform to help uplift her people. And the thing about it is, she doesn't have to. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't have to. And she does. And she does it with such class and grace. Even if you guys go back and watch the making of the Gift, this entire album that she put together, she did not just do on her own. She didn't just want it to be her. She got different people from all over Africa. She got producers. She got singers. Even throughout this whole thing, I don't even know any of her dancers. Other than in the clips that we've seen before, I didn't know any of those dancers that she had. All probably from that area mostly. Girl, let's get into it, because like I said, I know I'm hoping I don't go past 30 minutes, but let's go. So let's start off. Okay, so we start off with Bigger. Okay, now before we get to Bigger, you know, we see the little, what is it called, the little bassinet with the baby, which I forgot who is that in the Bible. The Lord is gonna get me for not knowing. Moses, boom, Yahtzee. So yeah, but anyway, so we got that whole story or whatever, right? And so, you know, she goes and she picks him up, and then, you know, Bigger starts or whatever. Now, as y'all know, we got a video for Bigger, so I was really, really excited about this. This was pretty much her redoing it. One thing that's heavily talked about throughout this whole thing is our ancestors. Now, over here in the States, we don't really necessarily, do we call women? Yeah, there are ancestors, but I feel like it's different in Africa, the way that people connect to their ancestors, and the way that they respect them. Not trying to say over here in the States that we don't. I just think that they have a different understanding of it versus how we have in the past, I'm gonna say. But at the end of the day, regardless of how you look at it, our ancestors, are the reason why we here are where we are now. Point blank, period. And throughout this whole little thing, you know, you can see like the different ancestors blessing her and blessing the child. That dress I'm here for because it was very like, it was white, but it looked like it was like kind of tore up a little bit, but it was still like very couture. The fashions, the fashions. I'm so sorry. The fashions. See, normally when I be watching Project Runway and they be having the avant-garde challenge, I've been really trying to figure out where do these people gonna be going. But this is stuff for people like Beyonce who can pull stuff off like this. Okay, not Friday. But anyway, so then you know she did this poem that was very, very beautiful, and you got some different parts of, you know, the original video that was part of this. I also pointed out here in my notes that at the end, you know, like there's like a line, you know, of people behind her, and then you know you can see like it goes from being a baby to like a young boy, right? And I also love the storyline of the young boy throughout um the movie as well. But during that part, it turns into the nighttime, and you can see like, ooh, you gotta catch black people in a certain light. When I'm saying that, I'm saying because I'm like just really, really, really happy about it. There's a famous clip of Beyonce when she was younger saying, you can't shine blue lights on black girls. And as time has gone on, she's definitely used blue lights, but it's a certain way. When she said that, she means it's a certain way that you have to do it. There's a certain way that you have to film black skin. And I love the way that all of them look. They just looked clean. It looked clean as hell. It looked clean. But like I said, I love the people that was following behind her and that she had the young man. So it pretty much gave me like, remember like where you, like, the song is bigger, right? We're part of something way bigger. I'll be the root, you be the tree. I'm sorry, it's early as fuck, so I can't sing right now. But pass on the fruit that was given to me, and now we see it. But yeah, so all of the people, I could keep singing that song. I love that song. You're part of something way bigger. But those people behind her, I feel like that's the line. That's pretty much the line of ancestry that you come from. You know, you gotta understand where you come from. I'm not just preaching, I'm taking my own advice. But she pretty much talked about, you know, this is pretty much her interpretation of The Lion King, but just kind of putting it in like real world standard. And again, I only watched it one time, so this is only off of my first time of watching it, what I caught. So I know there's gonna be other things that I didn't necessarily catch, but it's a journey. And you see the journey pretty much of the little boy that she has and how it comes full circle, because circle of life, Lion King. I'm ready. Where we at? 7 minutes. I have to keep talking. So then we got my favorite fucking song on the album. Find your way back. Big, big world, but you got it, baby. Find your way back. Don't let this life drive you crazy. Find your way back. Come with the street lights on. Find your way back. Find your way back. That used to teach me in my room. But around that song is about, put on headphones. That song's, like I said, that literally right now, top 5 favorite Beyonce songs of all time. I love that fucking song. But again, talking about how our ancestors got us, and I love the black sequins thing that she had on originally. I love the black sequins thing that she had on originally when it first showed on her. Like all of the black sequins, the sequins that she had on during this whole thing, killing it. And I love the choppy, you know, dancing. That's our first glimpse of Blue Ivy. So Blue Ivy came to slay you guys. That's what she came to do. So this was Blue Ivy's debut. Especially when we get to My Power. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready, okay? Like I said, then there was like at the very end, she did a slowed down version of Find Your Way. I'm gonna go back and listen to that and see if I can record that, like back in the day how you used to hold your phone up to the radio and well, not your phone, but you know what I mean, you used to hold it up to the radio. That's what I'm doing for that, because that slowed down version, too much for me. All right, so then we get the young boy and going through the scenery. So at first it was going in order because like I said, I know this album front to back, so I'm like, okay, we about to do jealousy. Jealousy, don't you jealous me? Hey, that's that jealousy. Hey, don't you come for me? Hey, that shit bumps in the fucking whip. What? I be the grandmaster. Yes! And he was in the video. Oh my gosh, I don't even care, but that is my fucking song. There was this woman in red dancing in between like these two women in black, fucking it up, dancing down, okay? Then this woman, she had this crazy ass nice ass couture ass hat that I don't know where the fuck she got it from. Clearly was handmade. I love that whole thing. I love the whole scenery of him being in a warehouse because it's kind of a little bit kind of scary a little bit. And Beyonce was just posed. You see her every now and again, posed, posed, posed. Just there. But that is my song. Okay. Then we move on, and you can tell like it's already like motorcycles that's kind of circling the little boy, that's kind of walking out. So to me, this part, I interpret it as being like there's gonna be like temptation and people who are trying to pull you, be a negative force in your life or whatever, right? So then that's when we start Scar. Now Scar is one of the few songs I don't really care for, but it's very short, so how can I get mad about it? But I like the way that it was added, all of that. Beyonce loves people who can move their body in weird ways because she had it during her Coachella performance too. Sis, it's cute, but it freaks me the fuck out. All right. Then we get oh my gosh, now is probably one of the most disrespectful songs on the album, simply because Beyonce and Kendrick had the nerve to give us I see regular, you see regular on the ocean. How dare y'all give us that 1 minute and some change song? How dare y'all? Give us the full version, Beyonce, or it's gonna have to be me and you. But yeah, she was in the desert looking amazing. I'm gonna try to clip in little parts in here if I can of some of her looks. That all white scene when the people behind her was carrying that casket. If I can clip it in, I will. But if I can't, child, like white hat, white little thing. The back Parkwood. All I'm saying is that Parkwood. Look, so look, in a couple weeks I will have my MBA. So what I'm saying is that if I could come, I will be an intern. I'll work for the free. But I see the vision and I would like to be a part of it. Just saying. Anyway, so then we see the little boy, he go and he's taking a nap pretty much. So then I took it as pretty much it's just him dreaming, of what he would like or whatever. Get into Mood Forever. Mood Forever is one of my favorite videos on this whole thing. And on top of that, one of my favorite songs. I know my enemies prayed on it, wait for it. Oh my gosh, that everybody know that. I'm so unbothered. Y'all be so pressed while I'm raising daughters, sons of vampires. Y'all make me chuckle. Pina colada, and you stay from out, and my baby father, blood rival Wanda. Why would you try me? Why would you bother? I am Beyonce. Just like those Carter. Yes, I fucked up a little bit on the beginning, but got it together at the end. It's everything. So you see the boy rolling up in his cheetah print rolls, and then you can see him like it goes from it being him to it being Jane back. So it's kind of like what he would be like if he was a grown ass man with all his money or whatever. So come on, Jay, being the adult, look rich as fuck. I love the white maid butler that they had. This nigga was doing everything. He was sitting there brushing Beyonce and the little boy's teeth. He was carrying around the back of her little train. I was here for it. It was just very, very, very rich looking. And one of the main things I love about this is, Africa is never ever painted in the best light. It's always painted as being very poverty stricken. And I love how throughout this whole thing, especially during this part, it shows African people with wealth. Like people try to act like people in Africa don't have money, and it's very confusing. So I love how she put all of that together. I thought it was beautiful. I think she shot that at her house though, because I know she said that part of it she shot at her house. But yeah, there's kind of like a new little itty bitty verse she got in there before childish part and bitch human chessboard. That human chessboard was sickening. Who came up with that? Who designed? Again, I also studied in marketing and I know a little bit about graphic design, but what the fuck was that? What was that? Parkwood, whose idea was that? Because I want to just have a conversation about where am I going wrong in life? Where can I go to make my brain think like that? Sickening, okay? And they kind of at the end pretty much talked about, how, light and dark are pretty much necessary. It's the yin and yang, bitch, the yin and yang. And I love how in the video, how, there's a point where, like, there's like a couple scenes where you see Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're literally just sitting on the couch watching TV, with their Ace of Spades. Literally, they're like regular people, but instead of like Pepsi or Sprite, they have Ace of Spades to drink. Literally, that's it. Also, Also, if I can put a picture in here, if not, straight-haired Beyonce, straight-haired, a little bit darker-haired Beyonce showed up multiple times in this video, and I literally threw my phone a couple of times. I cannot deal with straight hair, dark roots, bananas. It's too much for my psyche, personally. Just saying, okay? This song right here, second favorite song on the whole album. Second favorite song. Next to Move Forever, because it's Find Your Way for me, this, and then Move Forever. We gonna find it all lost in Jaraj. Everybody keep on searching Jaraj. For miraculous plus in Jaraj. Watch out for them hyenas. Burna Boy is everything to me. Burna Boy literally has my favorite song in the whole wide world from his last album. On the low, on the low, on the low. Angelina. I love Burna Boy. I love him. His last album, what is it? The African Giant album is fine. Okay, I was really upset that he wasn't in this video, but that's a really busy man, so I ain't mad at it. But throughout this video, it pretty much seemed like this was the little boy as like a young man, maybe like a late teenager, young man. He's just kind of going out, you know. And the song is literally just about, you know, making sure that you take heed of the lessons that are taught, and just pretty much being careful and watching your surroundings, and you know, just like it's a watch out for them hyenas. You have to make sure pretty much that you are in a good space. Make sure that you're listening to what people are saying. Take advice. Heed yourself, because I think Jada means like heed yourself, or something like that. Regardless, also at the end they say, you know, how you need to reflect in order to change, which I don't know why, but I wrote that down because I thought that was important. Next we got Already. So as y'all probably already know, Already is already on YouTube. It has been 11 hours and it has already hit over 1 million views. That is my I can't do it. That them runs at the beginning, crazy. Don't let it kill you know it. Saying already, it's time already, lying already. It bumps that song. No. It fucking bumps in the whip. Are you kidding me? Take it slow, oh. Take it slow, oh. My baby, oh. Love that fucking song, okay? So we got Shada and B both in the same, you know, vicinity together, fucking it up. Bantu knots, choreo on point. Okay, we didn't get a whole lot of choreo, but the choreo that we did get, I was satisfied with. I was thankful for. Killed it, okay? Bantu knots. First of all, at the end, I put this in my notes. I love the fact that in this video, Beyonce looked like she was in a hood video. Y'all know how like a lot of rap videos, and normally be like the one main person rapping and all of these niggas behind them. That was Beyonce. Beyonce was the only female amongst a whole bunch of niggas. She looked hood as hell. Yes, B, because normally it's a whole bunch of females behind her. I'm here for all of them men behind her, and she looked hood as hell. I'm here for it, okay? I seen how they put the American flag. I think those was African colors that the American flag was in, which, period, poo. You read behind that what you want to read behind that, okay? And then we talk about, you know, different things about pretty much appreciating black women. I put in my notes right here, titties look amazing. Throughout this whole thing, her titties sitting, they look good. They looked amazing, sis. Alright. Then we get to baby you. I'm not much of a talker. Baby you. Can I drink from your water? Baby you. Meet me down by the river, to the sun is high and the water don't need die. Just we can make it fun. Don't need inflatables. Then darling, if you leave, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can keep going. I'll be right by your side. Oh, for you I will ride. I love that song. Oh my gosh, baby, let me stop. Okay, she looked amazing. Pharrell was in it. Okay, the other guy that was singing it was in it. She had this latex red thing on. It was everything. She was in a river with this pink little thing on. If I could put a picture, I will. With the little basket sitting on her head. And baby, I'm not much of a talker. Mm-hmm. Can I drink from your water? Mm-hmm. Oh, to the sun and high and what I done job. If we can make it for, oh, yeah. Yeah, her runs. Pay attention to her runs in that fucking song. They're amazing, okay? Then she pretty much gets to the title. Black is King. She said we were beauty before they knew what beauty was. Yes, ma'am. So then we see Blue and B on the little counter. On the counter on the pier playing little patty cake, and that's oh brown skin girl, skin just like pearls, the best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Singing, yes. I cried like a baby. Yeah, pretty much. I cried like a whole baby watching this. We had Naomi, Lupita, and Kelly. I more so cried when I seen Beyonce and Kelly, like, in front of each other, and she was saying, singing to her and, telling her how she loved her and she's beautiful. Only because, Kelly doesn't even have to say it. It's obvious that, I'm pretty sure Kelly has probably felt, some type of way. I don't want to say some type of way towards her, but being compared towards Beyonce. And Beyonce is a lighter skinned woman. And I'm pretty sure at this point in her life, Beyonce understands the, privileges that comes with that. And for her to just sit up there and, affirm Kelly, like, I'm pretty sure that felt really good to Kelly and just in general. And again, something subtle, but I loved how in this video in particular, she positioned all of the women that had brown skin above her. You know what I mean? I cried, so I don't even want to talk about it because I fucking cried. Okay, and Blue ended it with her, singing as she normally do. All right. Then we get to, you're the king, you're the kingdom. You're the king, you're the kingdom. Will you want it? Like I said, I just woke up. But yeah, that woman who sings that song, don't have it right here, but she's beautiful. She's fucking beautiful. The woman with the red hair, like the red ponytail, why was she fucking it up through the whole video? Everywhere she was going, she was fucking it up. It made me really, really, really happy. That I do like that song too. It made me really happy. It's so good. It's nice. It's a nice little vibe. It's a nice little transition. I put "We Are Royalty" because that's pretty much what she was trying to say. We are royalty. Period. Okay. Then we get to the other side. Like I said, I don't listen to the song much because it makes me cry. Just like how Heaven on the Beyonce album, don't listen to because it makes me cry. But she was singing to the baby, and that's pretty much. I think this was pretty much showing the circle, and because at the end, the young man, the little boy who turned into a young man, goes to see some ancestor, and then he like transitions up into a light. So I would assume that's him transitioning. But then you see at the end when she puts the baby into the basket, because we go back to that, the baby goes down river, and then the other Beyonce gets the baby, and she sings the rest of the song, which I think is Swahili. She sounded beautiful. It looked like, I don't even know, but it looked beautiful. It looked like somewhere I want to go. Okay. Then we get to my second favorite video. I don't know. This might be my first. I don't know. It's between Move Forever. I think is my first favorite, but this is definitely my second favorite. Power. You'll never take my power. My power. My power. They feel away. Oh wow. They feel away. Oh wow. They never take my power. My power. My power. This that rhythm. This is that perm. Tierra Whack goes off. Tierra looked amazing. First of all, that black and white with the cubing was so striking visually. Again, Parkwood, where do I sign up? Visually, that shit was striking as hell. Tierra came through as she normally do, look, killing it. That transition from the black she had onto that white underneath it, sickening. Okay, and then Blue Ivy Carter. So Blue Ivy decided, as K Fury would say, Blue Ivy came into set that day and said, you want to know what? Just stand out the way. I need at least 3 looks, because I think she gave us 2 or 3 looks throughout the whole thing. Give that to me and let me eat that up. Stand away. Blue is that girl. When she took that thing down and winked, that hat that she put the brick, y'all not ready for sis. Y'all not ready for sis. And then again, we had straight hair Beyonce, okay, fucking up the choreography. Again, straight hair Beyonce with dark roots, a little bit too much for me, so I almost kind of cried just a tad bit, but fucking up the choreography. Fucking up the choreography. Then we had a pregnant sister, pregnant little sis, come out of nowhere and fucking up the choreography, left and fucking right. Left and fucking right. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Okay. But pretty much after that's over, then it pretty much shows, that he beat Scar or whatever. And just about, I like how at the end they give like little speeches, because throughout the movie they have little speeches of people talking. And one of the biggest things at the end is they pretty much were just talking about, you want to be a black king, you need to act like a black king. Stand up, be a grown man, do what you gotta do, all right? And then we get Spirit, and we start off Spirit a cappella. If I can put it here, I will. But point of the matter is, it looked like to me, like, I feel like that would be like a welcoming package if you was to get into heaven. That's what it looked like to me. She started an acapella, she had the choir, and then we got the rest of the video that we normally see, and then at the end they can, Beyonce, I'm saying, how long did it take me? Ooh, 25. Look, I did good, y'all. I'm under 30. But I just want to wrap this up by saying this. Thank you, Beyonce DeSantos Carter, for this. I feel wonderful today because that's what I woke up to. The effort that you put in is noticed, it's appreciated. No matter what anybody says, it's noticed and it's appreciated, and we love you down for it. Continuously push the envelope, continuously snatch these hoes' wigs. I don't understand how you're doing that and we're in quarantine, but guess what? You're one of the goats, okay? I stand for this. Y'all get in the comments. Tell me what y'all favorite video was. Tell me if before this was you guys into the album, or did this help you guys be into it more. I'm out. Bye. I love you, Beyonce.